Imagine you are standing in a quiet room. Before you, a wooden table holds a small, plain box and two buttons, one calm blue, one urgent red. You're told you must press a button before opening the box. This choice feels trivial, but it's not. Which button do you choose? Blue for calm or red for excitement? Picture your finger moving toward one. You press it, a soft click, your choice is recorded. This tiny action sets a course for everything that follows. Our minds aren't coldly logical, they're shaped by the paths we carve, even with small decisions. Every choice, no matter how minor, ripples through our consciousness. You've pressed the button. The box remains closed, but something inside you has shifted. Your brain has marked this moment. You've declared a preference, calm or excitement. This act primes your mind, creating a state of readiness. You're now prepared to see the world through a lens colored by that first simple decision. The box's mystery is ahead, but the greater mystery, your own mind, has already begun to unfold. Even the smallest commitment can change the way you see what comes next. The journey starts with a single, seemingly insignificant choice, and that choice is yours. This isn't just theory, science backs it up. Psychologist Robert Cialdini ran a famous experiment in a quiet neighborhood. He asked homeowners to put a huge, ugly "Drive carefully" sign on their lawns. Most refused. But in another neighborhood, he started smaller, a tiny "Be a Safe Driver" sticker in the window. Nearly everyone agreed to the sticker. It was easy, forgettable. But that tiny act planted a seed. I am someone who cares about safety. 2 weeks later, Cialdini returned with the big, ugly sign. This time, most people said yes. The only difference? That tiny sticker, a small yes, paved the way for a much bigger one. Our brains strive for consistency with what we've done before, even if the first step was tiny. That's the power of micro-commitments. One small action can change how we see ourselves and what we'll agree to next. The sticker was forgotten, but its effect was profound. We become the kind of people our small choices suggest. The path to big change often starts with a single, easy step. Our minds want to finish the stories we begin. Even the smallest yes can echo loudly in our future decisions. Back in our quiet room, you've pressed a button. That tiny act has done more than record a choice. It sparked curiosity. Now you're invested. You want to know if you made the right call. Your brain starts searching for clues that match your choice. If you pressed blue, you expect calm. If red, excitement. Your mind unconsciously tunes your senses to fit the story you've started. You're not just observing, you're participating. This is how we make sense of chaos, by building patterns that match our actions. Micro-commitments don't just predict our behavior, they help create it. The act of choosing tells your brain what to look for and what to ignore. It's like giving your mind a mission. Find evidence that supports this choice. Your mind gets to work, building a bridge between your action and the unknown future. The world hasn't changed, but your way of seeing it has, all from a single press of a button. That's the power of a micro-commitment. Our expectations shape our reality, and it all starts with a simple choice. Let's try a quick experiment. Imagine two images, a serene lake at dawn, still, peaceful, calm, and a vibrant street festival at night, colorful, loud, full of energy. Which one draws you in? There's no right or wrong answer. Some crave tranquility, others excitement. But here's the twist. Your choice now is shaped by the button you pressed earlier. Studies show our brains seek harmony between our actions and preferences. The first small commitment nudges our next choice. We want our story to make sense. The pattern matters more than the moment. Our minds connect the dots, even when we don't notice. The real secret isn't in the choice, it's in the consistency. That's how our brains keep their balance. Here's what science reveals. If you press the blue button, you're more likely to choose the calm lake. If you press red, the festival calls to you. Your mind wants to stay consistent with its first step. Choosing the opposite creates discomfort, so your brain gently steers you back to your path. This isn't weakness, it's efficiency. Our brains use shortcuts like the rule of consistency to save energy. We build our identity from the tracks we've already laid. That's why Cialdini's sticker worked. A small yes defined people as safety-minded, so they kept saying yes. We're not just agreeing to requests. We're agreeing with ourselves. Our minds follow the path we've started, one tiny step at a time. Consistency is the shortcut that shapes our lives, and it all begins with a single, simple choice. This drive for consistency shapes our daily lives. Putting on gym clothes is a micro-commitment. It signals I'm someone who exercises. That small step makes it harder to back out. The same force makes bad habits hard to break. Each repetition strengthens the identity. This is what I do. To change, we must rewrite our story, one small action at a time. Consistency shapes relationships and beliefs too. The more we defend a friend or idea, the more invested we become. Our brains seek confirming evidence, ignoring what doesn't fit. Changing a belief means breaking with our own story. Even big life choices are built from tiny, consistent steps. We're all walking paths paved by our smallest decisions. Our lives are built on the foundation of consistency. We return to the quiet room. You open the box. Inside, you find a mirror. The secret isn't in the box, it's in you. This journey reveals a simple truth. Our minds crave consistency, not pure logic. The button was a key to your internal machinery. Once we take a step, our brains work to keep us on that path. We filter reality, guide our attention, and shape our future choices to fit our story. We are creatures of narrative, following scripts we've written with our past actions. This isn't a flaw, it's how we survive and make sense of the world. Consistency explains our habits, loyalties, and beliefs. Our brains are storytellers, not impartial judges. The journey to understand ourselves starts with curiosity and a willingness to look inside the box. The adventure has only just begun. If you found this journey insightful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who'd love to discover what's inside their own box. Your support helps us keep exploring the mysteries of the mind together.